Norman Antony Tony Hart was an English artist and children's television presenter. He started off as an officer in a Gurkha regiment but became famous for being a children's presenter and artist on television shows such as Vision On, Playbox, Take Hart and Hartbeat, often accompanied by Morph. He also created the Blue Peter ship logo. Early life, Hart was interested in drawing from an early age. He attended All Saints, Margaret Street Resident Choir School and then Claresmore School in Dorset, where art was his best subject. He left school in 1944 and wanted to join the Royal Air Force, but as he would have been unable to fly owing to slightly deficient eyesight, he instead signed up with the British Indian Army and served as an officer in the 1st Gurkha Rifles. After the war, he was told that low-ranked British officers would be replaced by Indian officers when India became independent and he decided to leave the army. After being demobilized, Hart decided to become a professional artist and studied art at Maidstone College of Art, which later became Kent Institute of Art and Design. He graduated in 1950 and, after working as a display artist in a London store, became a freelance artist. The outbreak of the Korean War saw him being recommissioned in the Territorial Army, attached to the Royal Artillery, from November 23, 1948 to July 1, 1950. Television career. Hart's break into broadcast television work came in 1952, after his brother persuaded him to attend a party where he met a BBC children's TV producer. After an interview, in which Hart drew a fish on a napkin while the producer was looking for paper, Hart became resident artist on the Saturday special program. Subsequent TV shows included Playbox, Tig and Quackers, Vision On, Take Hart, Hartbeat, Artbox Bunch and Smart Heart. From the 1970s, he often appeared alongside the animated plasticine stop-motion character Morph, created by Peter Lord of Aardman Animations. Hart was a regular face on the BBC children's programme Blue Peter in the 1950s and presented a number of programmes in 1959. Richard Marson's book Blue Peter, Inside the Archives lists Hart as a presenter in November 1959 but he is not officially listed as a host. As well as demonstrating small-scale projects, Hart also created large-scale artworks on the TV studio floor, and even used beaches and other open spaces as canvases. A regular feature of Hart's TV shows was The Gallery, which displayed artworks sent in by young viewers. One of the pieces of easy-listening vibraphone music accompanying this Futuria Euro Left Bank 2, composed by Wayne Hill and performed by the Lance Gambit Trio Euro has passed into British TV theme lore. This was first introduced in the show Vision On. Hart also created the original design for the Blue Peter badge, also used as the programme's logo. He originally asked for his fee to be paid as a royalty of £1d for each badge made, but was offered a flat fee of £100. The badges are famous throughout the UK and have been coveted by 3 successive generations of Blue Peter viewers. Hart received 2 BAFTA awards. His first came in 1978 for a series of comic shorts about a plasticine character named Jun Fan, and he was given a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1998. He retired from regular TV work in 2001. Personal life. Hart met his wife, Jean Skingle, while working in television. They married in 1953. They were married for 50 years until she died in 2003. They had a daughter, Carolyn, and 2 grandchildren. Death. On December 28, 2006, it was announced during the reunion program It Started With Swap Shop that Hart was in poor health, though this was not elaborated upon until an interview with The Times published on September 30, 2008, revealing that 2 strokes had robbed him of the use of his hands and left him unable to draw. He described this as the greatest cross I have to bear. Hart died peacefully on January 18, 2009 at the age of 83. Hart's funeral took place in the village of Shamley Green, where the artist had lived for more than 40 years. Tributes. On March 1, 2009, a flash mob organized through the Facebook social networking website paid tribute to Hart with around 200 Morph figures displayed outside the Tate Modern Art Gallery. Hart's daughter, Carolyn Ross, attended and judged the Best Morphin show. A memorial plaque is displayed in Hart's birthplace, the town of Maidstone, where he studied art at the town's art college. The plaque was unveiled by his daughter in May 2009 at the High's Light Arts Center. In September 2010, Carolyn Ross published Tony Hart, A Portrait of My Dad, a deeply affectionate biography of Tony by his daughter. References. External links, official site, History of Vision on, Obituary, The Times, January 18, 2009, Obituary, Daily Telegraph, January 18, 2009, Obituary, The Guardian, January 19, 2009, Interview with Tony Hart, Tony Hart article about Morph, Tony Hart at the Internet Movie Database.